But his phone auto-corrected me and said, I'll be the where. I'll be the where. It turned the word dude into where. I'm like, what? How does that even happen? So, and at that moment, the cell phone died. So I was like, oh dear, is he going to be able to find me? Because now that the phone's dead, there's no way of me getting it to him, like telling him who or what I look like. So I'm walking to the library, I tell him I'm on my way, and I get there, and he starts looking at me. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's him, because I kind of had to Facebook stalk him just a little bit just to see what he looked like. And yep, I found him. He's like, is that you? Yep, that's me. I mean, look at me. I'm in my red sweater. My purple sweater, my maroon hat, my green backpack. Yep, that's me. He's like, dude, you're a hell of a lifesaver. Thank God. You're like, anyone else could have like taken the phone, and thank you. I'm an awesome person. Kids, if you do happen to find a phone, do your best to give it back to the person, because I'm sure they miss it. Like, they really need that phone. It's a pretty important part of their life. I know it's very materialistic, a materialistic part of your life that can easily be replaced, but you should still try to get that phone back to them, or an iPod, or anything. Don't be a thief and steal it, because I'm sure when you lose something and someone finds it instead of you, they'll probably steal it. So at the very least, be a good person and do the same thing for them as you'd want them to do for yourself, right? Whew, running out of breath, holy crap. Like, somebody told me that I sounded like their professor. Like, he says I sound like him because I talk fast and energetic. And I'm like, I don't speak all that fast, do I? I speak pretty slowly for the most part, and my voice is very unique. Because most people can figure out my voice just by, like, figure out who I am just by my voice. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, oh, it's Ralphie. Hey, how you doing? They even looking at me. They wasn't even looking at me. What kind of accent was that? I have no idea. But, so, on Wednesday, I went bowling with some of the guys. And, like, I legit haven't gone bowling. Why am I still holding this cell phone? I haven't legit gone bowling in, like, I don't know how long. Not since the time that I recorded it on this channel, on my main channel, last Friday Night Bowling, which was like, what, summer 2011 or something. So that was a really long time ago. But I really haven't gone bowling since, and my record, I think, is like 1 strike per game. So that day, I was like, I'm going to break my record and at least get 1 strike per game. And I did, and I managed to pull off getting 2 strikes over the course of the night. And I'm like, yes, I'm getting better at this. Like, don't judge me, I'm getting better at this. I may be good at drums, soccer, cooking, but I'm getting better at bowling. I'm getting better. I'm getting there. God. Whew. And also on Wednesday, I was like practicing my like freestyle stuff. And up until that point, I'd been practicing, and I've never like fallen on my back. And guess what? You could probably guess. I fell on my butt on this Wednesday. And then someone rushes over to me. They're like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like laying on my back, y'all, saying, yo, does it look like I'm okay? I'm on my back, for crying out loud. Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. And I'm pretty sure it is way past 15 minutes by now. So I am way off. And you know what? This will be actually a pretty entertaining kind of game. I don't know. I have a lot of things to talk about every week, so it might be entertaining to take a guess as to how much time passes between, like, from the start of the video. At the start of the video, I can guess how much time I'm going to use and see how close I get, and see how many videos at the end of the semester get within, like, a minute, plus or minus, of the actual video length. I think it'll be pretty entertaining. But today, I know I failed. I'm probably at, like, past 15 minutes right now. And also, on Wednesday, so much Wednesday stuff. It's Ash Wednesday, and also on Wednesday, we were discussing how the week was going to look for class, and I'm like, why is she talking about, like, because literally no one was in class on Wednesday, and I'm like, well, yeah, this is awesome. Why is everyone skipping on Wednesday? The professor's like, what, are you guys all here just so that you can, like, say, oh, I was here on Wednesday, so I don't have to be here on Friday because it's the start of a 3-day weekend. Because this 3-day weekend, I'm starting Sunday night, having my game night. It's going to be hacking awesome. I might record it a little bit, but I probably won't because I'm not going to be able to edit it very well. So I might just leave that out, and someday I will record it, and it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. But on Wednesday, it didn't feel like Wednesday at all, so I'm like, at the end of class, I'm like, oh crap, it is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Oh my god, I'm recurred. I'm like, losing my voice right now. I just have like one last thing to talk about, thank God. But there's one last thing to my knowledge, that I can think of right now. Also, a lot of these things are like related to work and like soccer. I don't know if that's really entertaining at all, but it's weird. So in the past, I get like, no, let me rewind here. Ralphie, breathe and rewind. I have so many conversations with so many different people while I'm working, so it's hard for me to keep straight who I've talked to and about what, and who I've talked to it about. And apparently in the past, I spoke to this one person, and they're like talking about. They reminded me just a few days ago about, hey Ralph, you remember the conversation we had about you saying you don't want to be the best at anything? I'm like, I said that? I don't remember that. And they're like, yeah, you said you don't want to be the best, like at cooking this, like working here, you don't want to be the best. She didn't remember the context. I'm like, wait, I don't remember it either. What makes you think I'd remember something like that? I mean, I'm looking at this person, I'm like, I don't know if I remember you. I've seen so many people, but I have no idea. So I said, yeah, I don't remember. Wait, and then she's like, nah, I don't either, but you definitely said something like it. And I'm like, well, of course I don't want to be the best. I just think it'd be too much stress. And she's like, that's exactly what you said. And I'm like, by golly, I'm good, aren't I? I'm consistent with my ideals. Seriously, like whenever you say you want to be the best, or whenever someone says you are the best, it kind of puts some kind of like, subconsciously to me anyway, it might be just me, but subconsciously it says that they think that you're the best, they expect the best, and they expect you to be doing it consistently, persistently, and every time you do it, they expect nothing more than the best, nothing less than the best from you. So it's like, that is a lot of stress to keep up with some kind of like, I guess the best word to call it is quota. So it's like, oh my god, I can't keep up with it. So when someone this is segueing like from like last week or something, or whenever I talked to you guys about how I don't take compliments well. It might have been 2 weeks ago. I don't take compliments well because of that reason. Because they expect me to be that good every time. So I'm like, that's a lot of pressure. So I just can't do it. That's why I don't want to be the very best. Excuse me. Wow. God damn, I'm feeling like really gassy today. Like beyond all belief, all gassy. Ow. Stretching. So much stretching. That's why I came up with the title of that last video on my channel. Was it my last video? Yeah. Well, one of the last ones. The one where I'm like, it's called I Want to Be the Very Best when I don't really want to be the very best. So, as you can see, my video topics at least are pretty relevant to my daily life. I'm not just like throwing random ideas out there, but if I do have a random idea, it's usually a relevant one that makes sense, and it's usually going to be pretty funny. People want me to keep making videos, and I'm like, I can do it. Just wait for me to do my schoolwork first, because schoolwork comes first, and doing these squirrely vlog things every week like this is actually pretty, how do I say, it's less time consuming, so I can deal with it. And also along the lines of like not having enough time, I need to have enough time to go to class, do my homework, go to work. In that order, actually, I do all that in that order. And I also need enough time to go to the gym to stay in shape for homework and like stay in shape, get back. Actually, no, not stay in shape. Get back into shape, and like I don't know, sound conceited or anything, but like try to build up some more muscle. But I just did that earlier today, and then it reminded me of a time like when I think it was sophomore year, maybe it was sophomore year, maybe it was junior year or something. I was working out, and then my pledge brother in my fraternity was coming up to me, and he's like, "Whoa, Ralph, you got like muscles and everything." I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Really?" At the time, I didn't see it, but he's like, "Whoa, dude, be careful. Like, when Ralph takes off his shirt or goes sleeveless or something, he sees it, and boom, it's right there." And along the same lines that you judge me all you want, but this is pretty relevant. So I was another like brother in the fraternity was like, "Hey, who wants to play ping pong? Right? We want to play ping pong." Yeah, I'm actually pretty decent at ping pong, slightly. I mean, I'm not the best or anything, but still, I can hold my own. I usually lose to people about like 15 to 21, but still, I'm pretty good. If I weren't good, I probably would be down at like 4 to 21 or something. But we were using paddles provided by the cafe, and they were pieces of crap. It was really hard, and I was just practicing with my girlfriend a little bit while they were doing their own game, and they're like, "Ralph, do you want to play one game?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." At this point, my girlfriend was already gone, so I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go." One game, just a little slight warm up, like maybe about 10 volleys or something, like really quick warm up. Now what happened was, I don't think they've ever seen me play ping pong before. Honestly, I don't think very many people have seen me play ping pong, except for this one kid from freshman year, who I like literally challenged to play constantly, and we would have games that we would play up to 1,000. Like we would have a bunch of games add up to 1,000. We didn't play a game up to 1,000. That would just be ridiculous. But they've never seen me play before, so when I had my first to me was what I thought was normal. When I did like a backhand, kind of like, I don't know how to explain. I need a new I need a new paddle. So I take a paddle, and then I'm right-handed, so I'm holding it like this. If you hit it like this, that's forehand. If you hit it like this, it's backhand. But what I did was the ball was coming this way. Obviously, of course it was coming this way. It was coming this way, and I swiped it like this, putting that kind of spin on it so it went outward to the right a little bit, and then quickly swerved back to the left really low and right above the net. And they're like, "Whoa, did not see that one coming." I'm like, "I'm sorry guys, but that's how I do things." Then they're like, "Wow, I can tell this is going to be a good game." So we started the game, and the score was mostly 5-5, and then went up to 10-10, and then 11-12 or something. And then he's like, my partner's like, "Whoa, I'm liking this, Ralphie. 11-12, this is a pretty close game." And then I started losing steam, obviously, just because I'm I just couldn't keep up the intensity for the time being. So I started dropping down, and it was maybe 13-17 at one point or another. And then near the end, our other brother was saying, "Whoa, Ralph," or were they saying it to me? I don't remember, but they were like, "I'm pretty sure if Ralphie gets a hold of one of the rubber paddles, the actual decent badass rubber paddles, it's all over." I'm like, "Yeah, probably. I'll just pull out my rubberized paddle, and I'll smash, smash, smash." That's a lot of smashing. Barbecue smashing. Seriously, this video would be so much more entertaining if I had jump cuts, but I don't. So sadly, you deal with what you get. But I would love to like keep playing ping pong because ping pong is actually one of my more favorite recreational things aside from like soccer, track, and like drums. Which drums I have not played in like years, at least not since high school, like fully. But I can save that drum story probably for another time because this video is probably pretty close to like 17 minutes because I feel like I've been talking longer than I did last week. But I definitely want to keep telling you guys about my life like that. Like it feels really personal on this channel, you know? Like there's a lot of things that happen off screen and off script from my like scripted videos, and it would just be awesome for you guys to like know about my personal life. I know that's a lot of like information, but hey, it's almost like a behind the scenes thing where you like want to know like what goes on in your favorite actor's or actress's mind. You just want to know, right? It's that little bit of information that connects you to them on a more personal level, or for them to get connected to you on a personal level. They know that you're watching it, and it feels really personal and loving, which Valentine's Day happened 2 days ago, and it was forever alone. I haven't been single for Valentine's Day in like 3 years, so I had almost forgotten what it's like to be single, which I'm still not single, so boom! I am not single for Valentine's Day. Deuces! I don't know. Anyway, guys, it is now currently... Holy crap, really? Was I really talking for 23 minutes? 33... Did I start this thing at 12:01? I'm pretty sure I started talking at 12:01. I really should get going, guys. It is 12:33. So, until I see you guys next week, enjoy your guys' week, and hopefully you enjoyed this week's